What's happening, everybody? Boy Big Brando, and today let's talk about what's the best printing process for creating t-shirts from home. Now, this is the most popular question that I get every single day, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on TikTok, Instagram, in my DMs, email. Everybody always asks what's the best way to print t-shirts from home. Now, if you're new here, you know that I operate off of screen printed transfers, Plastisol transfers, and a heat press. And that's it. Now, is this the only way to run your business? No, it's not. If you're like me or anybody else out there, you are on TikTok or YouTube or Instagram looking at different printing processes. Chances are you ran across channels like mine or any other content creator talking about transfers, talking about heat transfer vinyl, talking about heat presses, talking about DTG, talking about screen printing, DTF transfers, white toner transfers, sublimation. There's a lot of different ways to print t-shirts from home. Now, when you say the best, that's going to be a personal preference. It's going to be based on your own budget and what works for you. For myself, a heat press and transfers works for me. Does that mean DTG is bad? Does that mean white toner printers are bad? No, it doesn't. It just means it doesn't fit within my workspace and what my business requires. I find more profit in using Plastisol transfers and a heat press. There's some guys out there that do bulk printing that find way more profit in screen printing from home. There's some guys out there that have DTG printers that also use it to print DTF transfers, and they find a lot of profit in printing t-shirts and printing transfers for others. And there's also people that have white toner printers that do the same exact thing. They print for themselves and they print transfers for others. Now, is there anything wrong with any of those print methods? No. All of these people found something that works for them, and that's what they're using. A lot of them are creating content around their own print journey and sharing the information. You, as the content consumer, get the best of all worlds, because now you get to see how everybody runs their business and what works for them. Now you get a chance to make an educated decision on your own and find out what you want to invest your time and money into. So like I said, I use transfers. Is transfers the best way to print shirts from home? No, it's the best for me and my business. I found this to work and be very profitable for myself. If you wanted to invest into a white toner printer and you feel that you're going to get the best bang for your buck going that route, cool. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to invest into every single print method there is out there to be considered a business. A lot of people have that weird misconception of they need to be able to offer sublimation, white toner, DTF, DTG, screen printing, transfers, vinyl. All of that stuff is cool, but it's not needed in every single business. I get wanting to be flexible and I get wanting to be able to cater to your audience, but investing in all of those different print methods, is it worth your time and your money and your energy to invest in all that stuff? Are you going to have a return on that investment? Probably not, because you got to remember those DTG printers, very expensive. Those white toner printers have a pretty good price tag around it also. On top of that, you got to learn the RIP software. You got to learn maintenance on the machine. You got to learn how to use the machine. There's a lot of stuff involved. Same way using transfers. You got to be able to know how to lay your transfers down. Is there a learning curve? Yeah, small one, but there is a learning curve to it. Same goes for cutting vinyl and using a sublimation printer. All of these things are print processes that you have to learn before you offer it to your customers. There's no one that's better than the other. There's a lot of people out here that'll be like, oh man, don't use that, use this because that's what I use. I mean, that's cool and all, but at the end of the day, there's no one that's better than the other. There's some people that are way more profitable than me, and all they're using is a Cricut cutter and vinyl, and they're killing shit. There's some guys that are doing strictly sublimation, and they're clocking 6 figures easy. So remember, when it comes to investing in equipment, you're not just investing into the machine, you're also investing into the print technology, print method. You're also investing your time besides your money into learning that print technology and learning that print method. So just because you see a video on YouTube of somebody with a white toner printer and you're like, I want to invest in that, I want to get into that because look how easy it is. Understand that there is a learning curve when it comes to that stuff. Same with DTG, same with transfers, same with anything. So what you need to ask yourself when you're looking into whether it's upgrading or just getting started is, what do you want to invest your time into? What do you want to learn? How are you going to make that money? How are you going to be able to pay for this machine? How are you going to find your customers? All of these things fall underneath buying into a certain print method. So like I said, I operate this way. Does that mean that this is the only way to operate? No, it doesn't. Does this mean it's the best way to operate? No, it doesn't. This is just the way I do things, and that's why I'm sharing it with you guys. I own a vinyl cutter. What do I use my vinyl cutter for? To cut decals and then also to test out designs. I'll cut the design out using vinyl, press it on a shirt, wear it around and see what the reactions are like. I say this in a lot of videos. That's mainly what I use my vinyl cutter for. Does that mean you need to buy a vinyl cutter? No. This is just what I use it for. If you wanted to do the same, go for it. You could buy very inexpensive cutter and do the same thing if you wanted to. But is it needed? No, it's not. Do custom one-off shirts with that thing, cut decals, test out designs. That's what I use my vinyl cutter for. Everything else that gets sold retail and out to the customers is all transfers. Transfer Express, Supacolor, that's what's getting pressed onto the t-shirt, and that's what's getting shipped out the door. Does that mean there's anything wrong with the vinyl cutter or that vinyl process? No, it's not. But if I'm doing 20 to 60 orders a night, sitting there weeding up 20 to 60 designs takes a long time. So for production, it's easier for me to use transfers. That's why I operate that way. You guys already know I use it to control my inventory. Does that mean you can't control your inventory using a white toner printer and all this other stuff? No, you can do the same exact thing. For myself, I'd rather let the professionals print my transfers for me instead of letting a little printer do it for me. Can it be done? Yeah. But if I needed 100 transfers to knock out an order, easier for me to just send it to Supacolor. They turn it around in 2 days. I don't know how long those white toner printers take to print out 100 transfers, but for me, it's easier for me to just send it off to Supacolor, let the professionals print it out for me. Same consistent, clean product pressed onto the t-shirt, shipped out to the customer. Easy call. It's like you see a lot of these guys with DTG printers and they're putting film down so they could do DTF prints. That's cool. But like I said, a lot of times I order my transfers by the 100. So if I need 100, 200 transfers turned around in 2 days, I go through Supacolor, they knock it out for me. I don't know how long it takes to load up film on a DTG printer and print out some transfers. I don't know how long that takes. So everything I do is based around my production and my own business. Does that mean any of these other print methods are bad? No, it doesn't. You have to invest in what works best for you. This is what works best for me. That's why I operate this way. That's why I make these videos, because I'm showing you guys how I run my business. You guys make your own educated decisions, invest in whatever print method you want to make money for yourself, and then make videos about it to help the next person up. That's all I'm doing. I show everything about my business on YouTube to help anybody else that wanted to get involved in the same exact business and make some money for themselves. Very transparent on the transfers I use, my methods, everything that has to do with how I run my business is on YouTube. And it's there to help somebody else make a little extra money also. If I wasn't making YouTube videos, I'd be doing the same exact thing. This is how I've been printing shirts for years. That's why I do these videos, to help somebody out that's a little lost. But it can get very overwhelming at the same exact time, watching videos from different content creators that are all doing something totally different, and then you're like, oh well, which one's the best? Which one, who's making the most money? Now I need to do whatever they're doing because that's where the money's at. It's not the case. You have to buy within your budget. Whatever fits your budget, that's what you invest in. Whatever you want to invest your time in, that's what you go with. Think about your business. Don't compare your business to somebody else. Just think about your own business, how you're going to make money, what print method you want to learn. You know your own skill set. I don't know your skill set. You know how you retain any kind of information and knowledge. Invest in yourself and you'll be good to go. Don't compare yourself to any other business just because somebody else is doing this. Doesn't mean you have to do that. Watch my videos, watch the next person's videos, watch the next person's videos. Collectively, find out what works best for yourself. As the content consumer, you get the best of all worlds because there's people like me on here showing you how I run my business. There's people out there showing you how they run their business. All the way from people owning shops to people operating from home, out of their garage, out of their bedroom, whatever it is. All right, hopefully this video helps somebody out there. And to some, this might sound like a repetitive video, like you've already made this video before, but you got to remember, I've got a lot of new viewers that don't scroll down and watch all the videos. I'm basically responding to the questions I've been getting in video form. All right, remember, find what works best for you, invest into that, make sure you have a plan put in place on how you're gonna get a return on that investment. All right, if you got any questions, leave it in the comments. If you wanna see the equipment I use and the stuff I use, I leave links for everything. You don't have to buy through those links, but you can use those links to get a better idea on what I'm using and how I'm using it, so you can make a better educated decision for yourself. Read up on it, be informed, do your own research, compare prices, do whatever you have to do. The links below are just for you to do your own research and get a little bit more information about what I'm using and what I'm doing, all right? Follow me on Instagram, Big Brando TV. Catch you guys on the next one, man. Yeah.